transport that commodity even though it was available. He noted that after the amalgamation of DPR, PEF and PPRA to NMDPRA, the agency had paid them only 2 times. The Malam therefore called on the federal government to intervene before the situation degenerated into a serious fuel crisis and spread to other parts of the country. He said Nigerians should not be blamed. Their member has just over 3 Russian oil. Kishida said Japan cannot immediately stop importing oil from Russia, but will gradually move away from dependence on Russian energy while ensuring access to alternative supplies. There are plans to expand existing liquefied natural gas, that is the LNG project, is willing to contribute.
Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, season 1, Niger Boss Fighter, John Ibachole!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Niger Boss Factor Season 1.
100 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call information. Niger Boss Factor.
Good evening, and reached 10 goals and 6 assists for the Hornets this season, but could not prevent his side from dropping out of the English top flight, with their fate confirmed by a defeat to Crystal Palace on Saturday. One of few who can come out of the disastrous season with any credit from a Hornets point of view, the 24-year-old is almost certain to leave the London club this summer and is likely to have no shortage of suitors. It will not cost a massive amount either by modern standards, with Watford demanding £20 million, but in truth likely to accept less for the man who has become a key part of their side. Although the Hornets are still holding out for around £40 million for 24-year-old Senegalese Sarr, but the club are also ready to move him on should suitors present themselves. His return to the Premier League has proven a mixed one. With injury, it is unlikely to warrant any £40 million offers. Still talking sports, Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has been ordered to pay former coach Gene Raw just under £380,000 US dollars in compensation after ending his contract in 2021 Africa Cup of Nations kicked off in Cameroon. The NFF had agreed to pay Raw's salary until the end of his contract, which expires in December 2022. But the Franco-German went to football's world governing body, FIFA, to demand an additional sum for breach of contract without just cause. Raw, 68, had sought a total of €1 million, but has been granted $377,879.46 US dollars after a FIFA tribunal decided his claim was partially unaccepted insofar as it is admissible. The ruling by the FIFA Players Status Chamber added that the NFF would be sanctioned if Raw was not paid in full within 45 days. The NFF, which is on the verge of announcing another foreign coach for the Super Eagles, the world governing body, ruling as a victory for the West African nation. Anfield at the end of his season after new reports emerged of his agent meeting with current Bundesliga champion Bayern Munich. Senegal forward, who is out of contract in 2023 with the Reds, is reportedly asking for a wage increase on his current £100,000 per week deal. The 30-year-old had scored 118 goals in 265 games for Liverpool and has been a key figure in the UEFA Champions League and the English Premier League winning sides. It thought Mane is frustrated at a lack of communication about a new deal with Liverpool, prioritizing the contract renewal of Mohamed Salah. According to the latest reports, the 30-year-old Sadio Mane is a priority for Hassan Salihamidzic at the end of the season. The Bayern management reportedly met with the Senegalese international's entourage last weekend to discuss his future. Bayern Munich are reportedly willing to part with Leroy Sané, who is not a fan of the recent German champions, to bring in Sadio Mane. The future of Serge Gnabry also raises a question, as the German international is also in a delicate situation and is also coming to the end of his contract. In addition, Bayern, if Sané or Gnabry were to be sold, will be able to accept the Red Strikers' wage conditions. Liverpool is also keeping an eye on Serge Gnabry, so a swap could be a good deal for everyone. Now taking it to FIFA once again, the world governing football body, FIFA, has on Monday confirmed the abandoned 2022 World Cup qualifier between Brazil and Argentina will be replayed after rejecting appeals from both national federations. According to Brazil's National Health Surveillance Agency, 4 Argentine players based at English clubs at the time should have been placed in immediate quarantine, but breaching COVID-19 protocols. FIFA in February ordered a replay and banned Christian Romero, club mates Giovanni Lo Celso of Tottenham, Aston Villa's Emiliano Martinez and Emiliano Buendia for 2 matches. World Football's governing body also handed a series of fines to the 2 national football federations, prompting both to lodge appeals. Argentina's Football Association said it requested on Monday the grounds for both decisions before appealing to the Court of Arbitration for Sport against its second fine and the decision to replay the match. Brazilian health officials stormed the pitch 7 minutes into the clash on September 5 between the South African Giants in Sao Paulo, Brazil, stopping the match and triggering a melee involving team officials and players. Although both Brazil and Argentina have already qualified for the World Cup in Qatar later this year, come November 18 to December. And that's now at 4. Back to Uduak for the rest of the news. I'm Richard Badung.
Refreshing moments right there with Richard Badung on sports. More stories right here. Hospital, Damaturu, Yobe State, following a heavy downpour of rainfall and thunderstorm. Executive Secretary of the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, that is SEMA, Mohammed Goje, confirmed the incident to newsmen in Damaturu on Tuesday. According to him, SEMA responded to victims of building collapse due to heavy windstorm and rainfall. Goje added that all victims are receiving treatment free and already 23 were discharged from the hospital. Meanwhile, the governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni, has commiserated with the families of 5 persons who died from building collapse following heavy rainstorm in Damaturu on Monday. Governor Buni, who spoke through the Director General Press and Media Affairs, Maman Mohammed, described the incident as sad and unfortunate and said it is the will of Almighty Allah. He also sympathized with those who sustained injuries and prayed for their quick recovery, as well as directing the State Emergency Management Agency, that is SEMA, to ensure treatment of those who sustained various degrees of injuries and to provide them with emergency relief materials to cushion their hardships. And that's the world now at 4, but before we go, a quick look at our top stories. Williams charges. Earlier on the headlines, Turkish flight aborted as passengers get plane crash pics. And on sports, we brought to the fore the fact that FIFA okays Brazil versus Argentina replay. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hills TV.